And I sure do love playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds and not having to worry about anything else in life. Sure, I don't have a good job or any talents or skills or anything of value, but hey, at least I can play Sonic Racing Crossworlds every day, all day, without worrying about anything else. When the show comes out fully and complete, I'll be talking more in depth about what I thought of it. God damn it! Okay, one more video, and I don't have to do this again until 2040. 15 years later for us, 5 minutes later for them, Panty and Stocking have finally returned. After Trigger getting the rights back from the dead company in 2021, announcing a Season 2 at Anime Expo 2022, showing off a teaser in July 2023, a full trailer in December 2024, and here we are with a full season of new Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. Let's review and rank all 30 segments so I can get back to playing my game I spent $100 on.
Panty and Stocking, Homecoming!
Only 5 minutes after the events of last series' cliffhanger, Brief, Chuck, Garterbelt, Scanty, and Nisox all set off to collect the 606 pieces of Panty so they can stop Corset and Stocking, revealing that Corset had brainwashed Stocking, taking it too far and turning her into a giant raging kaiju. And so after collecting all 666 pieces of Panty, even the most important one, a giant fight breaks out between the giant versions of the girls, and they're able to go home after bitching it all out. Overall, I really like this episode. It's a really fun, action-packed, and funny episode. My favorite joke in this episode definitely being the one where Brief having an existential crisis over shy Panty. The humor in this even is overall just a huge improvement going forward, trust me. And again, the action here is absolutely amazing. Never did I know I needed a giant kaiju fight between Panty and Stocking. But this is really good. Overall, setting up the season to be great going forward. A really good first episode and reintroduction to this world and these characters. Amazing episode.
Bitch Girls for Life!
In this episode, the concept of the show has been fully reintroduced, basically parodying the first episode of the original show. Garterbelt even starting the episode the exact same way, telling the Angel Sisters that heaven coins they collected last season mean nothing due to them tanking on the heavenly stock exchange. Panty and Stocking dealing with inflation, while Scanty and Nisox not only need to round up all the ghosts that escaped during the Hell's Gate incident, along with also needing to kill ghosts in order to get hell coins in order to get back. Overall, it's a good episode. A full reintroduction of what the series is and seeing the girls not only work against each other but also with each other as they both kill a water and oil ghost. It's a really good first episode in my opinion. I love the Angel Sisters, I love the Demon Sisters, I love them fighting each other on almost everything, Stocking being a fatty. It's just a really fun introduction episode.
The Bodycard!
After the events of Homecoming, Panty is hated by the town after the damages caused by her and her sister's massive kaiju fight, Stocking not getting any of the blame due to her being brainwashed. So now, Panty must somehow raise 3 trillion Daten city dollars, going to a card tournament with a ghost to win a rare card so she can sell it to raise the money. This is overall a really good episode. I love seeing how Panty clearly doesn't understand any of this nerd culture, her barely winning the game outside of her angelic luck. I also really like Super Guy Jin's character, he's cool. I like the joke of him being some white dude super obsessed with Japanese culture and them making fun of that. That's pretty neat. It's a really great episode though, very funny as well. I like this episode. The ending is like the cherry on top.
Project S, the worst ever dojo!
After an argument between Panty and Stocking, Stocking vows not to work with Panty for the day, and after news of a ghost at a local dojo, Nisox takes that too literally, going out to earn money for dojo lessons like a dumbass. So now it's up to Stocking and Scanty to investigate. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode, seeing how they have a hard time working together and Scanty explaining to Stocking that no matter how much her and Panty may argue, Panty will always be there to have her back no matter what. Great episode.
Bitch Perfect!
This time, Stalking learns how to be an internet influencer, showing off an app to Panty that seemingly causes the girls to orgasm when they receive likes. So now, with the God Influenstagram content coming up, the Angel and Demon sisters decide to participate, in which a ghost formed from the grudges of popular influencers who flex on social media for validation runs free. This is a pretty okay episode. I don't hate it, especially since the concept is actually really good, but this is the first episode with 3 segments, meaning 2 of these segments are going to be really short, and the concepts don't really get time to develop. It sucks because I do think this is a really neat idea, but it's just a montage and then it just ends. Nothing to it.
The fittest, moving with the tide, never slowing down. Race to the finish, I wear the crown. No looking back, gotta lead the pack. Born for the hustle, I'm staying on track.
After Panty having sex, a bunch of sperms make it their mission to make it from a tissue to Panty's uterus in a Fast and Furious parody. This one's just whatever. I know nothing about any of these movies outside of the family memes, which they do play into, but it's not enough to carry the episode in my opinion.
Daten City President!
Panty has been sentenced to death via electric chair, and so in order to get her pardon, Brief and Stalking make it their mission to get Stalking elected as president. But after tanking in the polls, Stalking decides to threaten the current president with murder if he doesn't drop from the race, finding out he's a ghost and killing him. Still losing to another candidate though. R.I.P. Panty. Overall, this is a fine episode. Again, it's fun in concept, and I think it could have worked if it had more time to it, but it's one of the shorter segments, so it didn't have a lot of time to it. There's some funny jokes in here though. I especially like the ending where See-Through is actually the president now. Congratulations to See-Through.
Pet Cemetery Hills!
During a walk back home, Panty accidentally kicks the grave of a cat, causing its ghost to find her, and after she intends to kill it, the rest of the church decides to keep it, Panty only keeping it for the malicious intent to kill it after it grows up so she can get more heaven coins. But it ends up getting really attached in the process. I really like this episode. This is the only short segment I really enjoy, but again, I really wish it wasn't a short segment. We don't see Panty getting attached to Vibe at all. It's so sudden when she decides not to kill him. Besides, well, it's a cute cat, it's easy to get attached. But still, she's going from completely indifferent to loving Vibe where she's sad at his death. It's so sudden. I do love this episode for how hard the emotion does get me though. Good episode.
Shoot for yesterday!
In this episode, the girls end up having to kill a monolith ghost with the help of a time-traveling ghost hunter called Bay Roger, in which it turns into a crazy adventure to stop this ghost. Overall, it's an alright episode. I don't really care for the episode concept, it's just an overly complicated Stop the Ghost episode, and as a parody of old 60s cartoons from a person who never really watched those cartoons, I have no real connection to this episode. I respect how far what they went with the parody, especially in its accuracy. The art style is gorgeous, but it ain't for me. Whatever episode.
Rolling Sisters!
While Scanty is trying to take a shit and Nisox is trying to take a bath, the ghost of a sushi chef who couldn't get approval from his master appears, causing the entirety of Daten City to go airborne. This episode is not very good. It's just forgettable in my opinion. It's not only just a Stop the Ghost episode, but the absurdity of it just doesn't do much for me.
Mutant Garterbelts!
After Garterbelt takes pity on a turtle ghost, it possesses his soul, and after being urged on by Brief, the girls finally decide to do something about it once he starts terrorizing Daten City. Overall, this is once again just another whatever episode. Doesn't even have a unique ghost explosion, they just reuse another one. How lame. Overall, episode.
Bitch Serial Killer!
Finally, another good one. There's a killer going around murdering young slutty blondes that all look like Panty, with the angel herself being the next intended kill. This is a really good episode, dude. The lengths they go through to parody horror films is something I really enjoy, and the love letter to B-tier horror films is really nice. This one genuinely felt like it had an idea and let it play out. Like this scene where the killer kills somebody in a washing machine with razor blades is genuinely one of the best scenes in this show. You even got the unnecessary sex scene, would you look at that? Great episodes, genuinely one of the best so far.
The Angel Brothers appear!
After patrolling for a ghost, the Angel Sisters and Demon Sisters run into the Angel Sisters' cousins, Polyester and Polyurethane, who now intend to replace them as Daten City's guardians. After getting their gear back and some upgrades, the Angel Sisters make a deal with the brothers that whoever gets the most heaven coins wins and can stay and protect Daten City. This episode is great. Like Les Diablo leads, it's a giant action-focused episode with a new rival, introducing, in my opinion, one of the best sets of characters in the show. I genuinely really love the Angel Brothers and their stupid Gen Z ass lingo. Everything about them is just so fucking funny and I love them so much.
As of today, we're officially in charge of this whole Daten City scene, and that's on God.
So it's like we're low-key the new thing. So like, no hate, but we'll be taking those licenses of yours, please.
Oh, good eye. Didn't expect you two to be all sharp and shit. Props, honestly, for real, for real. You're a gem. Thanks a bunch, Zaddy. Done and done. Now your licenses are like totally void.
I'll say it once more for the people in the back row. Basically, hard facts, you guys just lost your right to exercise ghosts here. Peep this shit. Your weapons have now been locked. So those weapons are not just giving boomer aesthetics, they're totally useless now. Oh my god, I'm like dead. This is gonna go viral.
Oopsie. Our shift is over. Okay, we're off. Like, who does overtime these days?
We did our job, no cap. Gotta have that work-life balance, Ike. It's cringe, but such are the duties of a traditional angel. Shut up, boomer.
That's like so illegal.
So like, we're low-key gonna report this to the higher-ups, period. Bet? Bet. We'll show you who the babies really are.
I can't wait to teach these two mid-angel idiots a lesson, or more like 3.
This'll be a total breeze, for real, for real. See you later, fam. Bye-ya.
Ah, hear that? Karens are gonna Karen.
And again with the sussy gear, their cheating is off the charts. Well, if you know, right? And I know salty losers when I see them.
Yeah, victory is so temptingly close I can taste it. I almost feel bad for him, but TBH, I think it's just giving indigestion.
What's this? Lol.
Attacking us on both sides? Wait, are they dead ass? Fuck you, pussolini! Bruh, the thought of ever being as mid as them totally gives me the ick!
No, absolutely not. Hard pass!
Oh my god, whoever left him, I gotta fucking kill myself! Oh my god.
We're cooked.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Actually, no lies told.
Seems like we're so cooked! Like, for real.
Can't even.
Bruh, this cannot be happening. I mean, on God, we just took the fattest L!
We also get introduced to Gunsmith Bitch, a girl who has access to a bunch of heavenly weapons and an affinity for upgrading them, maybe too big of an affinity. She doesn't appear in many episodes after this, but I still like her a lot as a character. I wish she did more. Overall, a really good episode. The best in the show so far.
Independent Stick!
After getting tired of the constant demands from the Angel and Demon Sisters, and Fastener I guess, Reef, Chuck, and Garterbelt all go out to live out Garterbelt's dream of spending a night in Casino City. But after being hit by the Angel Brothers, they decide to travel to Casino City with them. Overall, it's another really fun episode. It's nice to not see a so antagonistic side of the Angel Brothers, and also the more of just seeing the dudes hanging out. I love a good guys trip, and this is a really good one. Great episode.
Longest Bitch Yard!
Both Angel and Demon Sisters have been arrested, and after a bit of arguing, they decide to partake in the Prison American football game, which if they win, will allow them to escape. I really like this episode a lot. The ghost feeding off the girl's bitchy nature is genuinely a really cool concept, and the ghost being the jail is even cooler. This might be the best ghost they've ever written. It was a really fun episode. Again, the football angle kind of took me by surprise, I'm not gonna lie. I expected them to be a completely jailbreak-esque episode, but I like it a lot. Good episode.
Break the internet!
This episode follows the character Impact Cop trying to defeat the root of all evil with the help of Panty and Stocking. It's the internet. The internet is the root of all evil. It's overall a whatever episode. I really don't have much to say on it. The references to Inferno Cop and Spiritual Ludico are cool, and the joke of the internet being the root of all evil is pretty funny in concept, but there isn't much to it if you ask me.
The silence of the internet!
The commissioner is killed! Yeesh, what a way to start an episode. After which Impact Hops give up on being a cop, during which he runs into Panty and Stocking, who attempt to cheer him up as they live the beach life working at a place called the Diamond Head, after which the old guy running the joint dies. Damn, what's all the death in this episode? So now, back on the case, Impact Cop decides to search for evil once again and kills it. It's just a random ghost underneath the jail. Again, another meh episode. I really don't have much to say here. I think this one is slightly better than the first, with there being a pretty solid message about innocent cops becoming cruel and alone due to the hardships of being a cop, but it just doesn't really land for me. Man, there is a lot of Panty-centric episodes this season. I hope that doesn't become a problem. Yeah, after swearing so much that the other characters become tired of it, Garterbelt orders the Heavenly Compliance Committee to deal with Panty, in which they apply a limiter to Panty, causing her to have her tongue cut off after every time she swears. But after a bit of encouragement from Brief, she finds out that she can sing swear words, causing the rest of the episode to essentially become a musical. I actually really love this episode. The parody of musicals as whole is really good with the choreography and the most vulgar and stupid lyrics in this very stupid song, but it's also just a really good song.
The Ohagi of Doom!
In this episode, Stocking really needs to win a treat called the Ohagi Unicorn, but it turns out she is fucking awful at rock, paper, scissors. But after she eventually goes against the final opponent, a ghost born of grudge for the girl who died failing to get the unicorn, thousands more ghosts are born from said grudge and appear, and now Stocking must defeat them all. This is a fun episode. It's one of the shorter ones, but it's actually short and sweet. Like, it's really fun and just kind of simple. It doesn't do too much and doesn't waste much of your time. I like this episode.
Not too home alone!
They're trying to snoop in Panty and Stocking's rooms to find out their weaknesses. Polyester and polyurethane end up in dealing with the horrendous contents in Panty and Stocking's rooms. Panty having an auto sex machine and Stocking having a force feeding machine. These bitches is weird. I really like this episode a lot though. It's funny seeing the Angel Bros deal with the unusual circumstances of Panty and Stocking's living arrangements, polyurethane even tapping into a little bit of racism. Jesus fucking Christ.
Your weakness, so, it's that—
Silence, demon!
Also, wow, Panty and Stocking are stupid. It's another short episode, but like I said about the last one, short and sweet.
666 candles!
Today is Nisok's birthday, and Scanty is nowhere to be found, and considering that Scanty made a vow to always celebrate Nisok's birthday with her, this leaves Nisok in dismay. So to help her out, Panty decides to take Nisok out to a prom party at Daten City High School. This is a really fun episode. It's nice to see the extremely reserved Nisok hanging out with Panty, and it's a really fun episode seeing these two interact. The really reserved, shy, scared Nisok, and the really loudmouth, annoying, bitchy Panty. Really good episode.
The sex from another world!
In the year 20XX, a mysterious alien that resembles Panty drops from space. It sucks men dry via sex, so now it's up to Garterbelt to defeat the alien and save the world by switching bodies into Brief and then Chuck. Yeah, I don't really like this episode. In general, it's not a bad episode, it's animated very well and all that jazz, but it's just an alien parody, a series of movies I've never seen in my life, so I have no connection to this episode.
Lord of the Kokan the Great.
A warrior whose homeland has been burned down by a two-headed demon is now set out on revenge to defeat the demon. This episode also sucks. Pretty much the same deal as the other episode, another anthology meant to parody old fantasy movies this time, which I have no connection with. Admittedly, I do appreciate the lengths they go through to make this parody happen. The episode being animated entirely differently, the made-up language, I think it's made-up language or some English subtitles. I appreciate the effort, but it's just not for me. Brief falls into a massive hole after trying to buy crotchless panties for her Panty, after which he runs into Chuck, them both now attempting to escape. This is a fun episode. It also implies some very weird and odd things about how the lore of this show works, considering you literally every episode is in a tunnel underground that teleports you back into your mind and body in that point in time. But overall, it's a fun episode. Nothing crazy, but fun.
Panty shorts and the penis of doom.
In this episode, Panty, Stocking, and Brief are sent on a mission by Garterbelt to find treasure. It's a solid fun time. It's an Indiana Jones parody more or less, but you don't have to watch Indiana Jones movie to actually like it. Wow, what a novel concept. I like seeing the Angel and Demon Sisters having this rivalry still. The Ghost is also pretty cool, one of the better ones they've written. These two show up for no reason. It's just a solid fun episode of Panty and Stocking.
The Plush.
After Garterbelt put Haneka Neko in the washing machine, it's now up to Stocking to find the way to fix them. But during her trying to fix him, the time traveler Tom Cruise Jr., yes, a reference to Tom Cruise in the original One Angry Ghost, sets out to kill Haneka Neko, claiming that Stocking fixing Haneka Neko will cause events that will lead to an army of Haneka Neko dolls taking control of humanity. So now Stocking must find a way to fix Haneka Neko while evading Tom Cruise Jr. I really like this episode. It's even got a cute little bit of lore claiming that Garterbelt made Haneka Neko to stop Stocking from being so homesick. It's really cute, and I love when Garterbelt is portrayed as an adopted dad to the girls. It's really cute. Too bad the episode kinda ruins it, but good episode nonetheless.
The part-time job before Christmas.
After pretending to enjoy her Christmas alone and relaxing, Nissan is forced to take Santa's job as Panty has injured him during sex. Overall, it's a fine episode. Feels like they just kinda wanted a Christmas episode before the show ended, which is fine, and it's alright. It's got some pretty decent jokes. And it does actually tie into the next episode, with Brief finally planning to tell Panty how he feels at a carnival, with Nissan getting the tickets to said carnival by the end. Another relatively short and sweet episode.
Heaven Wars, Episode 1. The Family Menace.
Panty and Stocking are invited back to heaven by their parents Lanire and Silk, then discussing the matter of Panty and Stocking becoming the queens of heaven after Lanire and Silk have been caught in an affair scandal, completely ignoring Rami, Lanire's younger brother who now wants to take the throne. But after being denied, he intends to seize it by force, manipulating Lanire's words so that he steals the crown, capturing Scanty, Nissan, and Garterbelt as prisoners, and killing Lanire and Silk. Meanwhile, after being left behind, Brief with the help of Chuck now intends to head back to heaven to save Panty and Stocking via a potion from Gunsmith Bitch, hoping that saving them will help his chances with telling Panty how he feels. I really like this episode. Once of course it ends on a cliffhanger, it does feel like the start of a really good finale, I won't lie. So far, I really like Rami as a villain, and him having an actual gripe and reasoning for being a villain is a huge improvement for Karset. I like Laneri and Soka's characters, and I like the little bit of family drama between them and the Angel Sisters. Let's see how this epic finale continues in... After turning a bunch of gods into stones, Raimi begins to turn their ashes into a massive weapon called God Bless You. Sounds like some shit I came up with, Jesus Christ. Anyway, he intends to use the weapon to start a war with Hell, and during a stupid fight, Panty and Stocking accidentally knock Scanty and Knee-Socks and Garterbelt off of heaven. So now it's up to Scanty, Knee-Socks, Garterbelt, Brief, and Chuck to save Panty and Stocking as they turn into stone. Till the next episode. This is another pretty fine episode. Feels more explanatory than anything, considering it's meant to set up Rami's big evil plan, but you know, it's fine. It's the final episode, and after being shot by Rami, Panty and Stocking's stone shells break free due to them being born again on Earth, with heavenly weapons being unable to kill them now. So after defeating Rami in a fight, the ruckus accidentally caused the God Bless You weapon to start gliding towards the Earth. So now everyone must stop it. Yeah, this finale was amazing. Your girl loves a beautiful found family story, so Panty and Stocking declaring the entire main cast as family was genuinely the most heartwarming shit ever. Genuinely one of the best episodes in the entirety of Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. And overall, this really felt like a finale. Brief finally getting to tell Panty how he feels, the family getting a nice New Year celebration. It's all beautiful. Oh, what the fuck? You know, at least I won't be out of a hobby. Alright, now it's time to rank every episode and wrap this video up. Again, Rolling Sisters. This episode is really nothing for me. It's really short, and in general, it just does nothing. Mutant Garterbelt. Same deal as Rolling Sisters. Also literally does nothing for me besides the TMNT reference ghost in the beginning episode. The Sex from Another World. Again, another episode that does nothing for me. It's a parody of something I've never seen, and it really has nothing outside of the parody, so... Lord of the Kokan the Great. Again, another episode that does nothing for me. This one's a little bit higher because of the lengths it goes to replicate the parry, but it's just not for me. Fucking Furious. Once again, same deal as the last four. This one's a little bit higher because, well, they clearly knew about the family memes, but it doesn't do enough to carry the episode. Break the Internet. This one's fine enough, I guess. Realistically, it's just another Stop the Ghost episode, and I think the Internet is Evil joke is kind of funny, but it's so short that they, again, do nothing with it. And the references aren't enough to carry the episode. The Silence of the Internets. This one's a little bit better, not by much, but I do like the angle they were trying to go through with this one. Just once again, didn't exactly feel like it had a great deal of time to linger or do much of anything. Shoot for Yesterday. Another episode that feels way too wrapped up in its parody. I have no feelings towards 60s cartoons, so this episode really doesn't do a lot for me. I appreciate them going to these lengths for the parody, as the animation style is again gorgeous, but it's not for me. Bitch Perfect. This one's fine. Again, this concept I wish had more runtime, and it genuinely fits the series. I really wish they got to do more with it, but for what it is now, it's fine. The concept of the girls getting orgasms from likes is kinda clever, I won't lie. But again, I just wish this episode got to do more with its concept. Being Chuck Maldehole. This one's fun. It doesn't have a lot to it, but I appreciate it just being a short, fun adventure for Chuck and Reef. The Part-Time Job Before Christmas. I like this episode. It's pretty fun. Kinda short, but I like the concept of Knee-Socks being Santa. Got some good jokes like Santa as a whole, and Knee-Socks reluctantly doing this. Fun episode. Heaven Wars Episode 1, The Family Menace, and Heaven Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Uncle. These episodes are pretty much the same. I like them a lot, but they don't do a lot besides setting up the final episode. A good setup, don't get me wrong, but not exactly much happens in these episodes that really stick with me besides Laneri, Silk, and Raimi's introduction to the series. There's some good jokes, but not much else. Not bad, but feels too exposition focused. The Plush. This one's also a fun episode. I do think it's a little short and more of its time could be dedicated to less of being a Terminator parody, but the scenes that aren't do feel genuinely sweet and really good. The Ohagi of Doom. Same deal with this episode. It's just really fun, the action is cool, it's short and sweet, I love this one. Daten City President. Another short and sweet episode. Not much to this one, but I enjoy it for what it is. Not Too Home Alone. Once again, another short and sweet episode. I'm gonna start calling these now. I like the Angel brothers a lot, and this being one of the few episodes that focuses on them put a smile on my face. I like seeing them deal with Panty and Stocking's unusual circumstances before they just end up giving in and having dinner with the rest of the family. Independence Dick. Another really good one. It's fun to see a focus on someone other than the 4 girls, so having this guys trip episode is a lot of fun. And seeing a more laid-back side of the Angel brothers is a pretty good cherry on top. Panty shorts and the penis of doom. This one's really fun. I love Indiana Jones shenanigans, the rivalry between the Angel and Demon sisters, and the ghost in this one is really cool. They should have more talking ghost. Bitch girls for life. Great reintroduction to what Panty and Stocking is, genuinely. Again, seeing the rivalry between the Angel and Demon sisters is always fun, and it's nice to see them working together as well. It's pretty much an explain what they gotta do a la episode 1 of the original show, and I love it for that. Fuck. I love this episode a lot. The links they go through with the choreography and the stupid ass concept, the really good and catchy songs, so catchy it got me written up. I love this episode. Even the ghost is really cool. What a good episode. Longest bitch yard. Another really good episode. I love the ghost a lot here. It's genuinely one of the best concepts they've made for a ghost. Seeing the angels and demons work together is also a highlight. Sure, I wish the jailbreak aspect was the focus, but they did enough with the football to be a fun episode. Bitch serial killer. This one's such a good episode. I love when they do parodies that aren't super specific and sacrifice the characters. Episode 10. Love this episode a lot though. They really strut their stuff with their horror movie parody and the love letter to B-tier cheesy horror films. It ties up really nicely. Project S, the worst dojo ever. I love this duo. Stocking and Scanty really do work well together as characters. I love the message in the end that Scanty gives to Stocking about Panty having her bed no matter what too. It's a really sweet ending to a pretty good episode. The Bodycard. This is just a really fun episode. Seeing Panty in this unfamiliar, nerdy environment is really fun, and her also being terrible at this game outside of her angelic luck is really funny, with the ending being the funny cherry on top. 666 candles. Dude, I really like this episode. The opening alone sold me on the episode before it even started. Seeing Panty and Nisog's hang out is worth it. Love it when they pair up the Angel and Demon sisters with their sister's rival. It's such a cool idea. It's fun to see Nisog's not so uptight, and I really do love this episode a lot. Pet Cemetery Hills. I don't have to explain too much why I like this episode. Also, I think the episode went by a little too quickly, and I would love to see more with Vibe. Him being a cute cat easily endears me to him already though, so the finale does end up working pretty well. The Brothers from Heaven. Same deal here. I think everyone gets why I love this episode so much. Amazing action, introduction of amazing characters. You pretty much get it. Panty and Stocking Homecoming. Maybe I'm still reeling from the hype in July, but genuinely seeing these characters come back after so long made me so happy. Literally everything in this episode feels tailor-made to be a love letter to anyone who's loved Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. A really good episode. Heaven Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Bitch. Yeah, this episode is perfect to me. I love them leaning into the family angle with these characters, and this episode doing that, seeing them take down Rami, go to the carnival, seeing Brief confess his feelings, it's all so beautiful. And hey, at least the ending means you guys get more videos out of me in 2040. So that's it, a full episode ranking of new Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. Whilst the show has its issues, I do genuinely really enjoy it, adding on to one of my favorite series ever. But which do I think is better? Well...